We're going to move on now to the Times. Well, not much can put President Trump on edge, but apparently Ron DeSantis, Nick.
Yes, very interesting. DeSantis refuses to rule out White House run, and they've gone in the headline, keeping Donald Trump on edge. Bit of clickbait. But basically what happened, he was in a debate with Charlie Crist, who's the Democrat candidate in Florida, and he used to be a Republican, which has been used against him, as you'd imagine. And they were in a little debate on Monday, and he basically said, well, are you going to still be governor of Florida, meaning you're going to have a pop at the big job? And instead of replying, DeSantis said, you're an old donkey. Essentially, he basically said, well, is it my time? Because it wasn't a Q&A, so he just basically ran down the clock and waited. And he said that he was just an old donkey and blah, blah, because he's 66 and DeSantis is 44. But it is interesting because my understanding was that Trump has the party behind him. Even though some people like DeSantis, Trump has all the support. But if you look at some of these polls, ABC Ipsos poll are claiming 72% have said DeSantis, only 64% Trump.
Yeah.
And there's a few polls like this. So I don't know. It's interesting. Although, let's be honest, Trump has the story, he has the narrative arc, he has the comeback. And he's obviously very controversial in a way that DeSantis isn't quite. But either of them would beat any Democrat at the moment because Joe Biden can't beat either of them. And who else have the Dems got? I don't see anyone that can beat either of them.
Leo, I mean, this is quite surprising, some of these poll results for Trump. It doesn't feel like he is this massive frontrunner that he thinks he is.
Yeah.
But do you think it's partly because he won't let go of this narrative that the election was rigged? I mean, in this article, they quote this rally he gave in Texas the other day, and he said, I ran twice, I won twice.
Yeah.
Don't you think people are thinking this sore loser thing is just not working?
Yeah, I mean, all politicians do it for a bit, but yeah, after a couple of years, you've got to let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, you look a bit crazy. And DeSantis had been given an 8-point lead over Trump and a 4-point lead in a prospective election against Biden. But yeah, I think Trump is divisiveness and that sort of clinging to all these almost conspiracy theories. Some people would call them conspiracy theories. I think they're all correct, but it energises his base, but it also
alienates far more.
reasonable.
This is the point, isn't it, Nick? That ultimately people are sick of this kind of divisive culture war style of politics. They really are.
I love it.
I know you love it, and some people here have enjoyed. You've enjoyed it yourself, Nick. Yeah. But ultimately, when it comes to running a country, they don't want any of this. They want normality just for a change.
I'll answer that. I just want to quickly say first, the other thing about keep going on about the election is it makes you look kind of powerless because why didn't you manage to win it? You're sort of saying these people have all the power.
Right.
But anyway, which is not really Trump's thing, you'd think. But yes, absolutely. The whole appeal of DeSantis is he has Trump's policies without Trump's personality. That's basically it. But yeah, some people are sick of it, although Trump and DeSantis together are the most popular by far.
Yeah.
Cruz is somewhat popular. Then you go down to like the Mitt Romneys, they're very unpopular, and the Cheneys and all that side of the party. So people do want Trumpism, but whether they want Trump is the question.
And Tulsi Gabbard's come across the Republicans now, so she could. I mean, imagine her as a running mate for DeSantis.
Very cool.
Well, it's going to be dramatic, whatever happens. We've all got that to look forward to. Sticking with